The Department of Justice has quietly scrubbed the section of its website dedicated to providing information about child sex trafficking. Entire sections have been removed, seemingly with no explanation. The updates, discovered by the Washington Examiner, have drawn criticism from many on the right, including Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who claimed the move was made to distance Joe Biden's harmful policies from the crime of sex trafficking. The original web page, which had remained the same since May 28, 2020, included 5 sections: child sex trafficking, international sex trafficking of minors, domestic sex trafficking of minors, child victims of prostitution, and COS's role. The current rendition, updated May 12, 2023, has done away with the sections dealing with international sex trafficking of minors, domestic sex trafficking of minors, and child victims of prostitution. The first of these sections discussed the problem of trafficking children across country lines for sex, explaining that it is a problem in the United States, and often fueled by organized crime groups, enterprises, or networks of criminals working together. The second dove into the issue of children being lured by pimps and traffickers within the U.S., explaining who was most likely to be targeted, while the third expanded on that to detail the new ways criminals have found to exploit victims, such as via the internet. While the 2 sections that remain touch on the aforementioned topics, they do so only briefly. In a statement, Luna slammed the DOJ over its decision, taking particular aim at the erasure of the section on cross-border crime. The DOJ specifically deleted a section that implicated the Biden administration's open border policies in correlation to the sex trafficking of children, she wrote. The DOJ's blatant move to distance Joe Biden's harmful policies from the global crime of sex trafficking should be no surprise to any of us who have seen the blatant sexualization and abuse of children this administration is comfortable with promoting. According to the New York Times, the Department of Health and Human Services under Joe Biden has lost track of 85,000 migrant children, many of whom are at risk of becoming victims. The DOJ's move preceded the July release of the highly acclaimed film, Sound of Freedom, which shines a light on the problem of child trafficking.